Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. On the play fake. Dak under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Receiver in motion, headed left. Dak facing 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field is Turpin. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Cowboys. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the draw, here's Jones. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity. Like, anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A second down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
Second down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
First down, Cowboys.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Prescott. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the...
This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
In motion, Lamb. Pistol now for Prescott. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Great player. Come on. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the air.
Third and 9. Here's Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are back in this one. It's 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Slot man in motion right. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Third and short. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On fourth down, they snap it to Dak. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Prescott again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Now this This is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Prescott now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is caught. What a throw. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Play action now. Prescott. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll run the draw with Chubb. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Dak facing 3rd and long. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked up by Amik Robertson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Second and a yard. Throwing here is Goff. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. That is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score. Time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man down the field is Turpin. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. To the right side, that's St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
A second down throw for Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Open man is the tight end right. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. It's second down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation,